your real enjoyment is in the subtlety of your being. Not in the forms of yourself. It's in the subtleties, just like when you were a child. Innocent. In your innocence, before you believed experience tells you who you are, you're a moving subtlety of being. It's the subtlety of being, the essence behind all form, that you're endeavoring to align with. When you, I'm speaking to you as awareness, begin to be really relaxed as awareness, then it looks like you're not focusing anymore. You begin to lose the focus on the forms that used to be important for you, or even are important for you. Please, when I mention form, I'm not being formal about it. So it's not necessarily something solid. But you can say the word table and it not be around. Yeah, you follow that? You can say the word table and it not be around. You could say the word universe and you're not seeing it. But then there's the seeing of the table without the need of the table. There's the seeing of the universe without the need to see it. And in very much the same way, there's the seeing of the knowing of you without needing to see it as something that has solid form. The seeing and knowing of you is not an object. It's very subtle and real. It's simple. The simplicity of being true. That's all. You're not a thing. Being true opens you to the subtlety of what you really are. The beingness behind all forms that you tend to view through a sense of self. When you awaken, what is very beautiful but also can be disturbing, you lose the focus on what once had value for you. Because you're withdrawing as awareness, focusing on objects to know who this subjective I is. You're withdrawing, as it were, not withdrawing like you would as a self, but as it were, an inversion, a turning around into the light of your own knowing. When that begins to happen, you find awareness, appearing to be a person having a self, begins to be dropping things that used to be of value to you as needing an object to know what you are. That undoes levels within mind, undoes levels within the body, and awareness ceases or begins to cease focusing its attention on an object that it thinks or thought was what it is. And in that not focusing, which you do when you fall into deep dreamless sleep, there is a natural opening of awareness that begins to occur. Very, very subtly, subtle levels with less form, if not no form, appear in awareness. Awareness is beginning to know its subtlety of being. That's not an object, but is the light of its own self-illumined radiance. You're beginning to know yourself, but you won't find a someone there. You could say you are empty fullness. Less and less fooled by the need to have form to move by. You're learning to move by awareness, knowing its deep being.